Centennial boys hockey team and the Spring Lake Park girls hockey team. They color coordinated all red, so don't get confused. They are on different teams.
I'm already confused.
Oh, okay. We have Henry Bartle and Josh Hermes from Centennial boys, and then on the girls' side, who are these people?
Katie Thomas and Lindsay Albert.
I knew you were keeping track.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Left to right across your screen.
There we go. So let's start with left, because that's how we read. Henry Bartle, take me through this past season, and what were some of the highs and lows in your mind?
So we had a losing record, but we had a really hard schedule though. So even though we had a losing record, I thought we were still doing good, but we fell short in the semifinals for sections.
When you were looking at that schedule and playing some of the early games, I know, before you get deep into the conference, there were some really tough teams on that schedule. How did you feel like you were measuring up early on?
Well, we never got blown out once. Every single game was a 1-goal game, 2-goal game, even like 5 overtimes. So, even though we weren't winning though, we were getting really close, and it was better competition going into sections, so we were ready for sections.
Josh, you've been through some of those schedules because, your coach, Coach Minnie, always puts one together that's going to challenge you guys, and sometimes you've come out on the higher end of that in some of the better seasons you've had. How do you think that prepares you guys as a team? And now, even though you're going to move on, but the guys that are still left, how can that prepare them moving forward, going through those trials of a tough schedule like that?
Yeah, I think the harder schedules are super beneficial. You train all year, and when you play those harder teams, it just gets you ready for sections and to play the best of the best, and hopefully a state tournament. We always want to be a state tournament, and that's what we're thriving to do, and so that helps us.
Well, Josh, I hear both of you saying kind of similar things in that it didn't seem like you were mentally taken down by the tough schedule. You guys both proud of what you were able to accomplish this season, even though it was below 500.
Right. Yeah, we just had to stay with it, and each and every game just get better and better, keep improving. That's all we could do. Give our best.
As a senior, have you had a chance now in the last few weeks to kind of look back on what it's meant to you to kind of be a Cougar and the ups and downs that you guys have had, certainly over your career, some pretty high highs in section play and things like that. What have you been able to think back on as the best parts of your career in high school here?
Oh yeah, it was an honor. Wearing that C on your chest and being a high school hockey player in Minnesota, that's something every kid dreams. And I was fortunate enough to go to the state tournament last year, and that was a really fun experience, and so it was really fun. And this year, being able to lead these guys, we had a younger team, and being able to be a role model and demonstrate what it is to be a Cougar, that was really fun.
Henry, when you hear him say it was a younger team, you're part of that youth. You're going to be a junior next season. Do you feel a role of responsibility starting to come on to you as you become an upperclassman?
Yeah, last year it's kind of tough being a sophomore because you're smaller than everyone, so you don't really think you got a say in everything. But I had a great captain this year, so hopefully I'll be a role model next year for the kids.
On the ice, knowing that so many guys are coming back, what's the thought on next season?
So we got a lot of returners, and I think we have great skill in our team coming up, and hopefully a state tournament next year and the year after that.
When you guys play on your home ice, it feels different than most of the rinks that we go to.
Right.
Is it different for you? What is it like to play in that arena?
Well, it's one of a kind, old rink, but just great memories there. So every time we get a chance to play at home, it's always a great feeling.
Josh, you had a lot of battles against Blaine, obviously, in that rivalry in your time, regular season, and you see them in the spot where you guys were last year, going deep in the state tournament. If you put the rivalry outside of it, and obviously knowing you'd want to be in that spot and want things to go the other way for you guys, what does it mean to hockey in this area, to the rivalry, whether it's your conference, your section, or just here in town, to know that every year one of you two teams has a chance to be at that top level and be one of the best teams in the class going to the state tournament?
Yeah, our section, our conference is really good. And I think that if we can make a run every year, granted it's us, Maple Grove, Blaine, Spring Lake Park, anybody, it's something to be proud of coming out of our conference and our section. So, yeah.
Either you guys busy this spring? Other sports, or is it all hockey all the time?
A lot of hockey.
Yeah, a lot of hockey, and I think I'm going to do tennis this year.
Tennis?
Just for fun,
Really?
for my buddies, yeah.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Any hockey benefit to that at all? motion-wise, or that's just for kicks?
Probably just for kicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And Josh, what's next for you? What do you plan to do at the next level?
Yeah, I'll be attending the University of St. Thomas next year. So.
Very good. Very good.